All right, it's time to get into TNA Impact for August 12th, 2010.
What was it called?
The whole effing show. Yeah. That's right, everybody.
Rob damn.
You're the only one that knows that now, still.
Come on, man. Everybody knows about the whole effing show, TNA Impact, right? It was a TV special, man. Come on.
It was special. It was absolutely fucking special.
They did so many TV specials that it was ridiculous. I don't even know.
Was this one of the first? Or were they already doing them by this point?
This is one of the first, the whole effing show.
They did this so they could lead into Reaction or whatever, right?
Terminator.
They did this
Reaction.
special.
What a fuck that show. Fuck Reaction.
Terminator.
Well, before we get into this whole effing show, let's look at the observers from around this time from the Wrestling Observer newsletter, August 9th, 2010. This is for you, Tony. I know you'll like this one. Music production company J2 of Jamaica has filed a suit against Brooke Hogan, seeking in excess of $200,000. They claim she failed to properly credit them for the work they did on her album Redemption that was released last year. And they claim instead of crediting them, Brooke listed one of her friends as the producer of the song, and they filed a suit in Manhattan.
These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do. Y'all remember that?
That wasn't a Brooke Hogan song, was it?
Brooke Hogan?
That was her theme song, I thought.
Was it?
Now you gotta look it up.
Oh,
Brooke
fuck,
Hogan,
right,
these boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do.
Brooke Hogan TNA full theme song.
How the fuck do you remember that?
Dude, you're so
What is
fucking wrong with your brain.
Dude, you remember the most like obscure bullshit from TNA 2010.
Dude,
what the fuck?
Well, the 8/12 Impact will be the lineup originally scheduled for the 8/8 pay-per-view show. So this was actually supposed to be a pay-per-view that I don't know if it got canceled or pushed.
Now I remember
Hardcore Justice.
because they did the ECW reunion show instead.
Well, yeah, they replaced the OG pay-per-view with Hardcore Justice, and
yes, that's
whatever
what
this
yeah,
was.
exactly.
Okay.
Yes, then they pushed it to TNA to the
whole
Impact
effing
or
show.
whatever.
Meltzer says the problem is that instead of being a 175-minute show like a TNA pay-per-view, they have roughly half the time, as 2 hours of television will be 88 minutes of non-commercial airtime. But I thought they did too. I thought the show was okay. I actually
I thought it was
show.
good. I thought it was a good show.
Especially the fucking there's a tag match on the show that's unfucking believable. Here's one for you, James. Stone Cold and Stacy Keibler will be appearing together in the 3rd episode of the new season of Chuck on NBC. Keibler will play the part.
This, right? Come on, guys, let me hear it.
Keibler will
Stone
play the
Cold on
part of
Chuck?
the reoccurring character Greta, an undercover agent who is played by a different person every week, as they are a master of disguise.
Dude, I know that would be heat.
What was Stone Cold doing on the show? He was Stone Cold.
He was saying what?
I have a clip of it if you want to see, or do you want to not watch it? It's like
You
a
have a
minute
clip?
clip.
I'm not watching shit about this until we watch it for Watch This.
Oh, you want to save it? Okay, I'll save it.
You actually want to watch it? Okay,
If
okay.
it's only, what, like 20-something minutes, right?
It's probably 3 hours.
What?
I don't know. It's probably,
Is Chuck have Dane Cook in it?
I don't know what Chuck is.
Chuck gotta have Dane
Chuck.
Cook in it, right?
Why Dane Cook?
I just feel like it's a Dane Cook show.
It just feels like a Dane Cook show. Let's see.
It has nothing to do with Dane Cook. Zachary Levi.
You're thinking of Joshua Gomez.
I'm thinking of Dane Cook, the comedian.
Sorry. Yeah.
Stand-up special. Sufai. I'm thinking of Sufai.
B&E.
Well, here's bacon and eggs.
Pickles.
Yeah, not bacon and eggs.
Pickles. And the
TNA
pickles.
motherfucker!
Oh, speaking of random Dane Cook thing off the top of my head,
What?
you remember that You Suck at Photoshop series on
Dude,
YouTube
yes!
back in the day with Dane Cook?
And it was
in
Dane
it?
Cook was the payoff.
He wasn't actually in it until like the end.
Yeah,
though, 'cause
wow.
everyone said he sounded like Dane Cook.
I didn't know anybody else knew that, Tony. But
That was our
I posted-
bloodline.
That was that was cinema.
Dude, somebody's got to tell me they know what You Suck at Photoshop is. 'cause
Wow, what a great
I
series!
definitely,
I
I
would love
posted
that
a picture on Twitter
show.
and then nobody liked it, so I deleted the post. 'cause I was
No, Tony.
You should have
No,
doubled
it
down,
is.
Tony, and posted more pictures.
like, just
That
the
should be
same
what you
one.
post
Just
until
keep
they don't.
replying to it.
In Ric Flair news, the website highspots.com has filed a lawsuit against Flair regarding money they claim Flair owes. This was going on a lot at the time in 2010 with ROH as well, I imagine. The suit filed in North Carolina regards Flair putting up his original NWA World Heavyweight title belt as collateral for a loan, not having paid back the loan. But when High Spots tried to sell the belt, they found Flair had previously put the belt up as collateral for a different loan. So High Spots is claiming Flair owes them $35,000 from a loan, and are claiming they also spent money on photos and other materials they were going to sell at Flair appearances.
Bro, that's the craziest thing. He goes to like
he's
20
farming-
different banks with the NWA belt. Infinite money glitch.
He's farming North Carolina banks with NWA title collateral.
Dude, only in North Carolina could you take the NWA title to the bank and get money.
Woo, here, take this.
Dude, was this around the same time?
This Kerry Silkin thing, right?
The ROH stuff, yeah.
I think so.
Thinking. Yeah. I think he still owes ROH like $10,000 or something.
What, he put that NBA belt on the line?
For a bunch of beers.
Shane Douglas. Oh, here you go, Tony. Shane Douglas was flipping out on Facebook over TNA, including shots of him in promotional videos for Hardcore Justice. He claimed they were trying to deceive ECW fans, and the only way he was going to do it is if they met his demands for a match with Dick Flair.
What's wrong with this dude?
Still was doing the Dick Flair thing.
Still doing Dick Flair.
Fucking 20 years after.
He wanted it, that classic ECW match. You know, Shane Douglas and Dick Flair. I love it.
This is a good one here. Samoa Joe wasn't used at the last tapings because he's been suspended in the aftermath of the Jeff Hardy match that was taped on 7/13. Apparently, when laying out a 10-minute draw match with Jeff Hardy, Joe objected to them doing time calls in the match, thinking it would telegraph they were going to a draw since they never do time calls. Well, at the 30-second mark, Jeremy Borash announced there was 30 seconds left. Joe got really mad after the match, went to the production truck to complain about Vince Russo in what was called an unprofessional manner, and then Russo made the call that Joe was under the impression everyone had agreed not to do it. So Joe got suspended for trying to fucking have a good idea.
To make sense out of everything?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Who the fuck are you, Simone?
Get the fuck out of here.
Son of a bitch.
You didn't work at WWE. What are you doing here?
Jim Ross noted that the WWE All-Star arcade video game would be released in the spring, and he's working hard on finishing doing the lines as him and Jerry Lawler are the voices of the game. So I can't believe this came up now. We were just talking about All-Stars, and
you're right.
Also we didn't talk about JR's commentary in fucking Fight Forever.
Oh yeah, it's a masterpiece, really.
It is fucking unbelievable.
I cannot believe this match. This is the greatest match in
tremendous
history.
match.
People were convinced that it only happened on like half-a-star matches. I got like a 7-star match. This is what I would call unbelievable. All right.
That's fucking awesome. Hardcore Justice did about 2,300 viewers on illegal internet streams, which is down from Victory Road, but up from prior shows. I didn't know Meltzer was doing illegal stream numbers on The Observer.
That's a good idea.
Crazy.
It is. As noted before, an average WWE show does about 200,000 illegal streams, and UFC does about 600,000 on average.
Damn.
I wonder what those numbers are now. Like, they're probably I wonder how many people still illegally stream WWE, even with how cheap it is.
Shit, I don't know. I haven't heard anyone illegally stream WWE in a minute, but definely people do. They obviously still
absolutely.
do, right?
Sure, yeah.
But
UFC for fucking sure. UFC's probably 2
the
million.
Number, yeah, I mean that's got to be like Hall of Fame number fucking shit. So,
from The Observer, August 18th, 2010. This is the last piece here. There were a couple of strange Hulk Hogan stories in the last few days.
Boy.
This is so fucking funny. TNA officials were saying Hogan was going to undergo yet another back operation on August 12th, but Hogan was also booked for a radio interview that day. There was a Hulk Hogan Twitter account opened on August 10th. Hogan, or someone pretending to be Hogan, was tweeting about TNA being great and how much he enjoys working with Dixie Carter. Then Hogan was on the Bubba the Love Sponge radio show and plugged the account. Hogan plugged the account, Bubba plugged the account, then Eric Bischoff, who said Hogan set up the account, plugged it on Eric Bischoff's Twitter. Then a few hours later, Hogan's account tweeted that Hogan and Bischoff had left TNA and even wrote that people should still support TNA. Then Bischoff on his Twitter posted that the account was fake and the story wasn't true. And then he said Hogan's account wasn't real and Hogan's in the process of setting up an account. On the fake Hogan Twitter, someone who claimed to be a TNA employee said it was a hoax and was talking about how he was able to fool Bischoff and Bubba and said it showed that Bischoff had no business running a company. How the fuck was Hulk Hogan on a radio show promoting a Twitter account that was not his and he thought it was his own? Well, maybe it is, dude.
Well, I mean, you just got to understand that the level of thinking is through the roof here. I mean, this guy is on a different level than most people.
That's got to be me, dude. It sounds just like me, brother.
That shit is crazy.
Did you put -HH at the end? Then he knows really not.
Oh, that's me, dude. I wrote that.
Yeah, I totally would say that, brother.
That is fucking so crazy. What a bunch of fucking idiots, man. But that is it for The Observer. Now it's time to get into the whole effing show. Do.
All right, it's time to get into the whole effing show. Rob
Rob Van
Van
Dam.
Dam.
The whole effing show.
Dude, the crowd in the Impact Zone loved fucking singing this song.
I love
a good one.
laughing
It's
at
a
it
good
every
one.
week.
It is built. Yeah, Tony, it is. It's a fucking fantastic song. I agree. Van Crushinator. So this show is dedicated to Rob Van Dam, who is currently the TNA World Champion.
Yes.
Because they are going to do a match at the end of the show that is dubbed the Stairway to Janice match, which is, for anyone who needs to know, a 2x4 nail spiked fucking piece of wood that Abyss has that he calls Janice.
Yes. Which is insane. It's insane looking. It's a cool fucking weapon, by the way.
Yeah, it's literally unreal. It's just a 2x4 with nails sticking out of it, crazy style.
Yeah, it looks gnarly.
But fuck all that. Hulk Hogan is going to make a special surprise appearance tonight on the whole effing show.
Oh my!
He promises a special surprise. He said it on his Twitter account.
Or one of them. Maybe it is.
Or was, yeah. Tanay says, tonight on Spike, get ready for an Impact that is unlike anything you've ever seen. Pay-per-view quality matches on free TV. And Hulk Hogan promises a special surprise, brother. It's time for the whole effing show.
Well, before we get into that, I do want to mention that this shit is in Ultra HD. This shit looks like it was filmed
How is that possible?
on 35 millimeter film.
Yeah.
I think they just got their masters or whatever because they uploaded a bunch of 2010
does look
stuff.
insane. Yeah,
and
I
they
can
just
see,
they got it all.
I can see every pore on Kurt Angle's face.
This looks more HD than HD does today. I don't know how to explain it.
It's almost so HD that it looks like a video game.
Yeah, it legit looks fake. It's crazy how HD this is. Like, I don't know what kind of production they had at this point, but this shit was
Spike had
on
money.
It was the
point.
Spike TV video cameras, right?
Yeah.
That's what they were
Yeah.
using.
This was
at the time.
I think so,
unreal.
yeah. Yeah, it
this
had
was
to have been.
13 fucking years ago, by the way. And this looked like this. This was crazy. And
Yeah.
the branding was on point. They had the ring set up perfect. Yeah, it was awesome. I loved Red TNA.
The stage was cool.
I always liked Red TNA more than the Blue Impact stuff. I thought the Red worked
too.
super well for TNA. And
Me too.
the branding super on point, Ultra HD, and you're kicking the whole Evan show off with Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles.
That is fucking crazy.
So they're doing a singles and tag team and knockouts like rankings division stuff.
Yes, there's contenders and there's top 10 rankings. Yeah.
Yeah, for this is probably the first time, but they've done it a million other times since then. They tried to do a ranking system.
These never fucking work. They never
Ever.
work.
Everyone gets like
Dude.
stun locked by them.
It also doesn't work here because Kurt Angle's career is on the line.
Oh, is that
Angle
right?
just said he ain't ever fucking losing.
They go into this. I think
I
Kurt's
didn't even
ranked
hear
like
this. Did they
8
say
or
that?
something.
He's ranked 8. Yes, that's right.
He's ranked like number 8, and if he loses, his career is over because he wants to get the world title. So he's trying to make it special or whatever. So like he's gonna rank up, and if he loses, he's just done. So like. I don't fucking know.
Dude, I must have not. I must have zoned Taz out because I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah, so
his
Kurt
career
Angle
is on the line.
His career's on the line against anyone in the top 10.
If
Sure,
he's
Only
pinned
the
or
top
submitted
10.
in the top
Okay,
10,
I
it's
see.
over.
Right.
He has a big ass chain dog tag on.
This is a fucking fake Kurt Angle. I don't know who this is.
it's a movie replica.
This was so crazy.
double.
It's so crazy looking at this guy because like he was very obviously kind of checked out at this point.
Sure.
It didn't feel like Kurt Angle, but he was
No.
still performing like Kurt Angle.
And he was so over. Yeah.
Yeah, he still was the best ever, but like there was
Yeah.
something like lingering. It was something off. Like as I'm watching this, I'm like,
Sure.
does this fucking feel like Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles?
Yeah.
It's something felt a little
It's all the
off.
Kurt Angle things. He does all the Kurt Angle moves, but it's
Yeah,
something
the energy
isn't
maybe
right.
something
Well, he's
wasn't
getting
there.
stubble here, right? He's getting like stubble.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just a super
Hairy.
HD camera.
Yeah, maybe the HD cameras they
it was
fucked
actually
me up.
his pores. Yeah. And black
But he's like
heads,
getting
you
stubble.
could see.
He's about to go crazy.
Yeah, but
He's probably already gone crazy.
taking off the clown joint to show the hair and beard is super base. That's when he was back. That's when Kurt Angle came back.
with the hair and the beard. Oh my!
That's when my man was back. AJ Styles, by the way, is the TV champion. He's out here
Yes.
with the Ric Flair robe.
He's in Fortune, of course,
Yeah.
which is still going on.
You got to make.
he
You got to
won
really
the-
make this guy, right, Tony? You got to make
Yeah.
him.
AJ, who is this guy? He's the future of the business. Who he is? You know that?
He's got to show me something, brother.
He's already been head of the company for like
Double grand
three-time
slam.
champion.
Well, he wasn't on
yeah.
Hardcore Justice, dude. He hasn't earned my respect yet.
No, he won the. He just won the global championship and renamed
Yes.
it TV championship. Which
Why? Just because? They didn't really explain why. He just did it.
Because Hulk Hogan said
AJ can
TV
do
title's
this.
better. Yeah.
No, he's right.
Yeah, the TV title is cool. And that's Devon's title, so go ahead and give that up, buddy.
It was Devon's title. It was also a business title for a long time as well, I think.
So it's the X Division title. You remember that fucking shit?
Oh my god, yeah. That I do remember that. I think this is also the first time AJ had the side tattoo. Because they talked about it in commentary.
It was the very first time.
He got some new ink on his side, the birth dates of his kids right there. That's what it says. Oh, he's got his birth dates of his kids right there, brother.
Oh, look at the new ink. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, brother.
I remember there was a huge fucking dirt sheet thing at the time, a huge rumor swirling around that management was super pissed because he lost.
Remember this.
I do remember that.
His white meat babyface appeal is gone with his big tattoo.
I do remember that. Oh my god. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of turned out to be like an iconic AJ Styles like thing for him to have the big AJ tattoo on his side.
Dude, more people know him as this than not.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
You are right. That's crazy.
I was very happy when I heard "Get Ready to Fly" hit, and I was excited to see AJ come out hype with the fucking hood, fucking going crazy.
No.
But then he
had
fucking
the hood on. He had the hood on, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Something on it. Yeah. He fucking just walks out with the robe. I said no.
They thought it was a great idea to just make him mini Ric Flair, which he never acted like Ric Flair once ever.
He just dressed like him.
He was a notorious family man, like big family guy. Got his kids tattooed
Love his family,
on
not a
him.
drinker.
Just on his side, got his kids' birthdays tattooed on him. Now he's Ric Flair.
Every single time they tried to make this guy not AJ
Something
Styles,
else.
I'm like, can he please just go back to being AJ Styles, man?
What got him over? Well, it must have been not this.
Oh, man, come on.
He needs more character work, brother. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you're right. We could prep this guy to be good in a few years, brother.
He might be a world champion someday, dude. 6-time world champion.
Grand Slam. He's won every title.
Yeah, well, maybe he's got something, dude.
Oh, man. So they start this matchup off. AJ spends most of the start fucking just throwing Kurt to the outside. Yeah. AJ's supposed to be the fucking heel here.
Bail out cheese.
Dude, AJ's supposed to be the heel here, and the crowd spends a whole match saying, AJ.
Dude, this crowd goes against legit everything they tried to do on this show.
Because they came in and they're like, let's turn him and he's going to be Ric Flair. It's like, no, man, he's the fucking, he's the face of the place. Come on, man. This ain't going to work.
God damn you.
So, yeah, AJ spends most of the start here throwing Kurt to the outside of the ring. House show dive that they show 45 replays of with slow-mo different angles. They're like, no, look at this guy. You imagine how good this guy is? Like, just imagine how good he'll be in a couple of years.
He's got something here.
One day the future rising star AJ Styles will be the top of the game.
If he taps into this dive, he might have something here, bro.
AJ's fucking jumped off the Ultimate X. He's fucking pulling himself off the Elevation X. He's won every title.
Tap from the ring post to a table on the floor.
Wait till he does more character work, guys, and then it'll be over. You know, he's got to get to more.
Well, AJ does take a belly-to-belly overhead on the floor, which is sweet.
That was like an everyday thing for my man here, you know.
Yeah.
AJ,
I love the overhead belly-to-belly. It's a great fucking move.
Yeah, I think it's cool too. You know, fucking Andrew Everett started doing on DPW.
Dude, he's crazy with it too.
Yeah,
he does it and then does an outside moonsault.
That's the big guy.
He is insane.
That's what Everett should be. The big guy.
That's awesome.
Hey, Drew, you listen to this. What do you think of that one? So, yeah, AJ hits the drop kick spot on Kurt that everyone loves. I love that when AJ went to New Japan, the Okada AJ dropkick thing was such a huge discussion.
That was awesome.
Crowd goes fucking nuts. AJ gets up off the dropkick and says, "Who's the best wrestler in the world?" Crowd is chanting AJ.
That always gets a pop too. It's so fucking sweet.
He's the heel. I just want everybody to remember that. Just get a fucking clue, man. I can't believe they were even doing this shit.
I got a robe on. Woo!
Dude, you guys hate me or not?
He probably went backstage and got yelled at. Why the fuck did you do that? He's a heel.
Put a hold, asshole.
Kurt hits the classics here, belly to belly, German suplexes.
Yeah,
he has a second rope moonsault, which was crazy.
That was I was losing my mind there. I think AJ jumped off the top and Kurt dodged it, and then Kurt jumps up to the second rope moonsault to a standing AJ for a 2.9. I said, holy fuck.
That was out of pocket. And then AJ with an outside to inside triangle style in DDT.
Oh my
This match is officially for the boys. Yeah!
Hell yeah. Dude, did you see the Sum 41 member in the front row with four
spiked hair?
Yes, 4 very big spikes on his head, and sitting next to him was Rick Steiner.
Yeah, that's the real Impact Zone. That's the pit, baby. That's like
people
for real.
are shooting fireworks at my window right now. Just give me a
those are
second
fireworks,
here.
dude. I'll tell you that.
Oh, fuck, brother.
You're good, bro. Just keep talking about AJ Styles. You're all right. So the dude had, by the way, the dyed tips on the spiked hair, by the way.
Yes. Some 41 style, bro.
So AJ goes to heel on the ref because he is the heel. I just want everybody to realize that. Angle then hits the Olympic Slam for a 2. Angle then ends up getting the ankle lock on AJ, and Kurt picks up the victory because if he would have
the ankle
lost,
lock with the grapevines, it right.
Of course, you can't get away.
AJ fucking grabs the ref to try to distract him so he could swing his leg back and low blow Kurt.
Because he is the heel, by the way.
He is the heel.
AJ Styles.
And he grabs the leg.
2010.
And puts the ankle lock. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I cannot believe this was the opener and Abyss and Rob Van Dam was the main. It's just crazy to me. But
dude, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That match was awesome.
that is just like the crazy. I like just seeing these two guys positioned this early is like,
it is crazy.
I don't know. It is crazy, especially considering like the past couple of years, like Kurt pretty much was the guy. And then AJ won at Bound for Glory when Sting kind of walked out the way and just let AJ get the shit. And then AJ took over. And then, like, everything fucking changed. Everything changed.
Abyss and RVD was such a cultural shift that it shifted it's like a Berenstein Bears thing. No one remembers it. It's a Mandela effect that changed TNA
everyone
forever.
remembers the end, and no one remembers the rest of it. Yeah.
You're right. Wow.
So, next up, we have Angelina Love and Madison Rayne for the Knockouts Ladies Championship.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. When the fuck did that happen? Mandela effect.
JV kept saying the Knockouts Ladies Championship.
Did. You think that, well, we got to differentiate them. What is the Knockouts Championship?
Well, brother, we got the Knockouts Men's Championship with Eric Young, brother.
We have the Knockouts Dudes Championship, so we got the Knockouts Ladies.
Maybe I can win it, brother. Brother, I'll have a run with the Knockouts Championship, brother.
That's definitely what they fucking said. Oh, why wouldn't I go for the Knockouts Championship, dude?
Knockouts Brothers Championship. This is crazy.
The brothers. Knockouts Brother Dude Championship, brother.
The ladies.
It's the Knockouts. It's the division of the women, you dumb ass.
Well, why wouldn't I go for that, dude? I don't see any names on this, brother.
You whole dumb asshole, Hulk Hogan.
So Angelina Love lets the pigeons loose, of course, on the rope, which, you know, looking back at it,
super
strange. Is fucking insane. You know, like looking back at it, Angelina Love lets the pigeons loose.
She lets the pigeons loose, and they stick the camera directly up her ass.
and Taz like doesn't mention that she's letting the pigeons loose, and then Tanay goes, Taz, line. Are you gonna say anything? He said, "Look, there's gonna be a lot of things happening here in this one. We'll
I'm
get
horny.
to it.
I'm horny as hell, man.
Let the pigeons loose." And then, of course, it pans from the "let the pigeons loose" to the entrance for, of course, Madison Rayne's asshole.
Dude, somehow even fucking crazier. It's Madison Rayne, full bent over toe touch, and the camera is directly up her ass.
New Japan style in Ultra HD.
It is fucking crazy. You can see everything. It's fucking gnarly, man. What, brother?
What do you want me to say, dude? Forget about it.
I'm going for the Knockouts Brothers Championship. I was also in love with this Madison Rayne. This was my favorite era of Madison Rayne here.
They were saying, let the pigeons loose every week. Oh my God.
They said, go out there and do it.
That's so funny to me. That's so crazy. Wow. Let the pigeons loose.
Crazy.
Like, there's a lot of fucking pent up pigeons in their pussy. Was like the
pigeons flying over asshole.
Like, bro, that's like crazy as fuck.
Well, it had to have just been they were trying to get another puppies, right? That's what it was.
I don't fucking know.
No,
it had to have been
I would love to
this is
hear
apparently from Happy Days. I don't know what that means.
Oh, the fawns, right?
Yeah.
He's referring to a fine.
Hey, let me see your pussy.
Show me a pigeon cunt.
Hey, let the pigeons loose on live. I'll give you $1,000.
Will you please let the pigeons loose for a ham sandwich?
I'm gonna die, I think.
I typed in what does let the pigeons loose mean, and I got on Wrestling Figs forum to figure it out.
You're on a list now.
Yeah, you're on Taz's list, bro.
I want to know what it means.
Holy shit.
He's got birds in her ass.
You give me one of those pigeons, I'll tear it up live.
Oh my god. Give me one pigeon, I'll give you some head.
Give me 2 pigeons. I'll be the Knockouts Ladies Champion.
Yeah, man. This is fucked up.
This Reddit post. Hold on. I gotta read this to you. Let the pigeons loose.
Taz posted this.
It just
Taz
dawned on me
underscore
what-
official brought up orange.
It says FTW Taz 13.
13.
Yeah. He said, it just dawned on me what let the pigeons loose means, but at least I think I know what it means. When let the pigeons loose, they flap their wings and fly. Their wings make a
Was that
fat,
like
fat
pussy
sound. Fat is what it means. And if so,
It means what?
like flap, fat, just the wings. That's what
Dude,
this guy.
there's no way. No fucking
Like
posted
FTW
that.
Taz.
Taz FTW 13.
12 years ago, FTW 13 Taz said on Squared Circle that I can believe it.
Dude, that is fucked up.
Okay.
That is fucked up. Well, this match
It
sucked.
actually goes off the rails even more after this. So here's referee Andrew Thomas with a beard, which is crazy. Apparently, Lacey Von Erich has suffered a broken cheekbone and she'll be sidelined for several weeks.
Taz says, well, we wish her well. Anyway, and
Anyways.
him and Today start laughing.
There you guys only wish you well. All right now.
They legit just start corpsing over Lacey Von Erich having a fucking broken cheekbone. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is like peak Taz and Tanae. Like they're so off the rails at this
They
point.
don't-
Like
yeah, they're
just,
fucking
Taz is
doing
fucking
whatever they
hanging
want.
the fuck out, man. Like he's
Yeah,
chilling.
for sure.
Angelina Love hits the bicycle kick out of the corner, and then all of a sudden,
Motorcycle chick.
the mysterious motorcycle woman has ridden into the impact zone.
Oh, hell yeah, Parumba!
She is here to let the pigeons loose. Come on, everybody.
What an unbelievable look this is.
Yeah, this is
is
legendary.
crazy.
I remember this for my
Yeah.
whole life, man.
Hell yeah, me
Titties
fucking
out,
do.
big ass helmet. Like this is crazy.
Leather, tight, John. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
Taz, every week she's here, every week, not just this week, but every week, is baffled by the size of this fucking helmet.
Dude, he says, and this ginormous helmet, brother, it perplexes me how large it is.
It is obscenely large. Like
It is big.
it's like
But Taz is stun locked on it.
insane. But she approaches the ring, the mysterious motorcycle woman. She gets off the bike, approaches the ring, and out of nowhere,
Oh my
Velvet
God.
Sky is here and waffles her with a steel chair.
Annihilates her with possibly a top 10 chair shot to the back. There is not many chair shots to the back that will rival this one. This is fucking so loud.
So Velvet then takes the helmet off the mysterious motorcycle woman, but she's wearing a shiesty, so she can't be seen. Madison Rayne
Holy shit.
then hits Angelina Love with the belt in the ring, I believe.
Yeah, she does.
But she did not get the 3 count on that.
Yeah, she got Angelina kicks out 2.99 and the crowd's
It is
popping.
literally impossible to follow what's going on right now.
It is insane. It really is.
The woman runs away, by the way,
Yeah, with
leaving the
shiesty.
motorcycle.
Yes, and the helmet, very large.
Why would you? I would just steal the motorcycle.
Well, if she
The keys
got on
are in
motor-
the motorcycle.
Well, if she jumped on the motorcycle, she'd have to very slowly walk backwards to reposition and drive out of the building. It was just not in the correct position, brother.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Or maybe you're wrong.
Just jump on and drive
dude.
around the ring. Yeah, maybe so, dude.
Well, Angelina Love hits a jumping flatliner and wins.
Shitty move, huh?
Yeah, she didn't have a doubt in. She gets a lot better over time.
Is that still called the flatliner, the one where you like hook it rock bottom style
Hater?
and still do
Oh,
it?
what? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I always assume it is, but it sucks, this version.
Yeah,
if you do
it's
this
terrible.
version, you suck.
Well, she wins the Knockouts Ladies
yeah.
Championship. So.
Jesus. Oh, well, that's good, dude.
Angelina Love does get a lot better.
She does. She does.
She's
get a lot
not so
better.
great right now, but she does end up being like a pretty high point in the division. So
Yeah, I agree.
But it's also a far cry from even just a few years ago with the knockout stuff. I feel like they kind of got so caught up in the let the pigeons loose thing that they just went all in on it.
Yeah,
that's
they
so
did.
fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know, because it was so... Even, you know what's even stranger is that it's not like it was doing bad. I'm pretty sure the division back then was always a high point in the ratings.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
So like, why would you need to, like, if you're gonna change anything, that the in-ring work wasn't what you needed to change. That was all fucking solid and over.
Well, it immediately cuts to Hulk Hogan. He's coming tonight. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Hell yeah,
not.
dude. He's got an announcement. And of course, also, a high caliber match here. I bet Tony loves this one. It's Matt Morgan, the Pope, and Mr. Anderson in triple threat action.
Oh,
Anderson!
This was the future of the business, not that chump AJ Styles. Mr. Anderson, the Pope, and Matt Morgan were. They were the future of the biz, brother. They were the now of the biz, I should say, actually.
Dude, they didn't want Matt Morgan to be the future of anything. They tried to shoot him to the moon.
The DNA of TNA, they're going to shoot his DNA to space.
Yeah.
They did shoot his DNA to space.
That's right.
They did.
Yeah, they absolutely did. Look, interesting matchup here. I will say this much. I remember watching TNA at this point, and I remember not enjoying so much Matt Morgan or Mr. Anderson.
No.
The Pope had a lot of upside, but they were not interested in getting this guy anywhere.
No, he was over enough that he could put over other people, and that was enough. That was his role.
I think Pope was very good. Pope was pimping. You did right. This was probably the best the Pope was ever in his entire career.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And sadly, time was not kind to the Pope.
No.
And neither was fucking TNA. Like, I'm not saying Pope was a top worldwide talent. He's not like a top 10 in the world or anything, but he had untapped potential and was over and had a gimmick and could work and had matches that you could have on TV.
Yeah,
Super fucking over. Crowd loved him.
Yeah, exactly.
Good look. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't, he kind of got super fucked over.
I feel like there was times that he got close and it was like but it never felt like, there was never a time where I believed, they're about to give Pope the ball here.
No.
Yeah, no, I never felt like I don't think anyone really felt like that.
No. Which sucks.
Yeah, no, it absolutely does suck. I mean, Matt Morgan, I feel like they tried a million things with. Like I said, I remember watching.
Fucking hell, they did.
I remember watching TNA. You remember the Hulk Hogan cape?
The Thunderlips cape.
He won the
Hell yeah, man.
What was up with everyone getting Hulk Hogan memorabilia?
Because Hulk Hogan has the power of Hulkamania is really
If you
big.
have the
That
cape,
is so
brother, yeah,
fucking
brother,
nuts,
brother.
man.
Yeah, not the cape.
I remember watching TNA at this point. Like I said, Mr. Anderson, Matt Morgan, but Anderson was on top so much in this fucking era. It was unreal.
He was.
Anderson was on top. Morgan was on top of the mid card. You could not fucking get away from these guys.
LA Knight and Mr. Anderson are the same guy.
Damn, that's crazy.
LA Knight's probably more over now than Mr. Anderson ever was, but I feel like the cadence is the same. They want to be the same guys, like probably the same moves. I remember just as many LA Knight matches as I do Mr. Anderson matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
think I remember one.
lot of similarities there.
One Mr. Anderson match, and that's when he pulled someone through the cage hole. That's all I remember.
Sam Shaw pulled Christy Hemme through it. You're talking
It was
about
at the match with Mr. Anderson, and then
Yeah,
babyface
yeah, it
Mr.
was.
Anderson came to the save.
Yeah, that was the match where the match started. It was a cage match with him and Mr. Anderson, and Sam Shaw started the match by climbing to the top of the cage and said, "I'm going to kill myself and jump off."
Yeah, that was based. Super based. That was one of the best
He
matches.
got on the mic and said, "I'm going to commit suicide." Did he say that?
This is a strategy. I mentioned this the other day on stream that more wrestlers should entail. You should get hit with a finisher, and as they go down the finisher and say, "If you pin me, I'll kill myself." That's at this point, that might be something.
Dude, I just remember the
Brother, I'm
cage.
hurt. He's and I have to win.
I remember the cage hole thing so much, I forgot about him going to the top and saying, "I will die."
That's that Seto Kaiba mentality, brother. I'll kill myself now.
What a
Oh,
crazy
shit,
feud
all right.
that Sam Shaw
Dude,
Christy
it was
Hemme
so
fucking
nuts.
thing was.
It's memorable, though. I could not forget that, bro.
Yeah, it was
Get out of my
legendary fucking shit, man. That's like the best thing he's done ever in his whole career. Like that was like
It
his
is. I
definitive
love that
run.
angle.
The Sam Shaw.
Oh,
yeah, that
Dexter
shit was
Lumis, by the way,
crazy.
if you don't know who we're talking about, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
But
Dexter
yeah,
Lumis,
what are you doing in my room?
Dude, what a great
Before that,
angle.
he was the
Fuck.
board shorts guy. You remember that?
He was just a dude.
Yeah,
and then
Surfer
he
Man.
turned into a pervert.
That shit was awesome.
But it was sweet. Yeah.
So
good
anyway, back
angle.
to why we talked about that. That was the one Mr. Anderson moment I remember from TNA.
Oh, sure, yeah. And it wasn't even his.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. He was just there. What about the promo that we talked about with the one with Triple H? Triple H didn't let me chew gum down the ring, and he's just
smacking his gum. No.
Maybe we're all assholes.
Wrestling is real, but assholes are forever. What does the shirt say? I don't remember.
Pro wrestling is real. People are fake. That's what
wrestling is real, but let the pigeons
is
loose.
Michael Scott quotes says, "Pro wrestling is real, Mr. Anderson."
How's your lips, Mr. Anderson?
How's your lips? And then gum smack.
They're fine. So
Anderson, how's your lips, Anderson? And then on the back it says Anderson.
Loose.
So this shit sucked. This match was bad.
It was short though, so I was fine with it.
Yeah, it was short. Matt Morgan literally sits on the outside of the ring for the finish of this one, just literally chilling. It shows him chilling on the ring,
chilling, and like tell him to keep going. Also, Mr. Anderson is the only one that gets an entrance here.
Pope and Morgan
they're
already in the ring. You know what?
Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, because Anderson cuts a little promo with the mic at the beginning. Good evening, assholes. And gentlemen. Yeah,
taunt spamming.
Yeah, dude, Morgan and Pope are in the ring. I was wondering why he comes in and says, "I was gonna grab some of that cheddar on the way to the ring."
Cheddar. Anyway, Mister. I said, what?
What are you talking about?
And I realized, Pope's money is on the floor. What the fuck?
It's fucking no context.
Give me some of that free cheddar anyway, Mister. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Matt fucking sits on the outside of this joint.
Slick Johnson in pants, by the way. Fuck that.
That was a Hogan decision. He's a piece of shit, and he'll pay for it one day.
Yeah, you're right. That is
cover those legs, brother. You're making us all look bad, dude.
So yeah, Matt Morgan on the outside just chilling. Mr. Anderson hits the mic check on the Pope. Morgan then comes in and kicks Mr. Anderson and then steals the pin on Pope. But the way that they did this made Pope look so fucking stupid. It was just bad. Yeah,
it was silly.
This is a very easy thing to do in triple threats. It's a great heater and like works great. But like the way they did this was so bad. It made Pope look stupid.
I'm only realizing just now that fucking Angelina Love and Kennedy both have the same move. It's the mic check.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
Back to
back matches.
So next up, we have Jeff Hardy in an open challenge match.
It's Jeff Hardy's open challenge. He laid this out.
Okay.
Nobody wants to wrestle him, so he's open challenge. And he is also the number 2 contender. We can't get a match for number 2 contender Jeff Hardy.
This is crazy, man. Jeff Hardy, open challenge match, and I'll be goddamn.
I want you all to think about it real quick.
Who could this be?
Who can you think on the TNA roster of 2010, even if you're unfamiliar?
Angelina.
Let me see the roster.
Well, does it look like I give a fuck?
2010, we had Al Snow was around. It could have been him.
Yeah. Hell
Bubba,
yeah, man.
Bubba Ray.
It's You'll never... Tattooed attitude! You'll never fucking guess. It's Shannon Moore representing Ink Inc. And he's out here with the book of Dilly Gaff.
Shannon Moore, one half of Ink Inc., legendary tag team. Book of Dilly Gaff, legendary TNA item. Shannon Moore is also here.
Don't forget about the Team I Don't Give a Fuck t-shirt Shannon Moore is on.
Oh, well, of course, Tony, but that's, I think he's a fan of that new movie that's out, Vampires Suck.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, did you hear about that? That new movie? It's a new comedy about teen angst, romance movies, and vampires that suck.
Oh, is that new?
All right, so anyways, guys, Shannon Moore and Jeff Hardy.
Dude, the Shannon Moore promo is brutal.
Yeah, man. So Jeff Hardy has the open challenge. It's already set, so he doesn't have to say anything. Shannon Moore comes out. He says, "Jeff, you look a little bit shocked."
This is a great Shannon Moore impression.
Jeff, win, lose, or draw, we're even here brothers.
And then silence, and then he just walks to the ring.
And they say, "You know that movie Vampires Sucks?"
Yeah, this guy sucks.
Vampires suck instead of this guy. This is crazy.
The match starts and the crowd's chanting Hardy, and Shannon Moore's trying to get them to fucking Shannon Moore. He's dick riding crazy on Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, dude. Tanae says that he saw these guys arrive to the Impact Zone in the same car earlier. So, like, the only person who's answering the number 2 ranked TNA guy in the company is his friend that drove here with him.
Well, Taz says, yeah, well, that happens sometimes, bro. Trans budget's low.
that would be nuts, bro.
Trans budget is low on this one. That's what it says that in the fucking AEW game.
Yeah, that's egregious, yeah.
Yeah, they're running through a bunch of like Omega spots here, I imagine. They're just doing a bunch of shit. Jeff tries to rush Shannon more in the corner. Shannon jumps over him, and Jeff just does a suicide dive through the ropes and kills himself.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool shine, though. Like
it was actually cool. Shannon does a moonsault off the top to a standing Jeff for 2. I guess he didn't see the cool Kurt Angle one that he did 2 matches ago. Didn't fucking matter. Shannon gets a lot in this match.
Yeah, he does.
Shannon's near the stage at one point, and someone in the crowd yells, "I love 3 count."
Yeah, that was crazy. You hear like one guy in the crowd yelling it. That's how quiet it is right now.
No one gives a fuck.
TNA and Taz in this match, by the way, are just riffing it up crazy style.
They don't give a shit about this.
Earlier in the
man.
match, they do the Vampire Sucks bit, which is a crazy way to integrate a sponsor into this. But
of all people to do it with, too, Shannon Moore. That's where you do it here.
Not only that, but at one point, Shannon Moore's on top here. Taz says, brother, maybe 75%, 80% of this match has been Shannon Moore. And today says, well, Taz, if you're scoring this match on points, like I know you do on many of the matches here in TNA, Taz.
When do I score points,
Taz
brother?
says, laughing. Yeah, points. I'm big into points in the matches. Yeah, man, they're just riffing crazy. This is nuts.
Jacket Glass's points guy.
That is crazy. So yeah, Jeff ends up winning the match with the Swanton Bomb. Shannon looked fine here, but for face versus face, I probably would have had Shannon do something a little more memorable, especially if the story is Shannon Moore took the open challenge against the number 2 ranked guy. Jeff had everything to lose, Shannon had everything to gain. Especially the story is, look how impressive this Shannon Moore kid is. Yeah. Maybe he should have done something a little more impressive than...
he didn't really do much. He did a tilt-a-whirl head scissor. He went for a Rana, did a tope. It's not like he was getting shined up real nice or anything.
I remember one of the things Bischoff said was he wishes he cared more about the finishes in WCW than he actually did, because they matter more than he actually realized. Sure. And they went to TNA and then also didn't care about the finishes.
Well, Samoa Joe wants to fucking call, man. Whatever.
They could have Joe go out there and work 15 every show, and they're like, oh, man, it's good like that.
No, we're going to suspend him.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Wasting our time.
So after that, we get to probably the coolest thing ever, which is Beer Money versus Motor City Machine Guns. We are in the match number 5 of the best of 5 series between these two teams. Best 2 out of 3 falls, and the tag team championships are on the line.
This is an unbelievable fucking match.
This is crazy.
This is like so good. Like it's like them at their legit best, both teams. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was super fired up. When I saw that this was on the card, it's like this was very, very cool. 2 of the best teams, period. And you know what's kind of cool about Beer Money and Motor City is that like they weren't ever WWE product ever.
Yeah,
they were just TNA teams. And that is like super cool to me that 2 teams They like 2 teams that in tag team history made themselves in TNA. Right. Is a very cool statistic to me.
It is fucking cool. And dude, they did a fucking great job telling the story of the series. They had cool videos for it. And by the time like both teams were in the ring and the crowd's fucking fired up, I'm like, holy shit, I'm fired up. And like, I don't even remember any of this fucking story, but I was like, this is awesome.
I know that RVD is the world champ and all that. And the show is called The Whole Evan Show. But I would have been hard-pressed to not make this the main and give it even more time than they did.
Yeah,
you would have had to convince me every morning until the day of the show that this would not be the main event of this fucking show. And they wouldn't have gotten a half hour.
This could have been a pay-per-view main event, for real.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They were so fucking over. The crowd was like the crowd came here for this. This is what they came here to see.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that pissed some dudes off. real bad.
What are you saying?
Dude, how did they not see?
How about I put them in the Knockout Brothers division?
Dude, that's why they're in the best of 5 match, because they didn't know what the fuck to do with either of these teams. Yeah, they could just fight 5 times. I don't know.
And they're so good that they just made them all 5 great matches.
Yeah, right. They did an Ultimate X match. They just did a cage match.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So they showed it last month. James Storm, Beer Money kept winning. They won their 2 matches by James Storm using a beer bottle to fuck them both up. And then the ones that Machine Guns won were a cage match and an Ultimate X match. So they all had their strengths and weaknesses. They said there will be no rest period between the falls, which I also thought was cool. And yeah, the crowd is like fired up. They put everything over huge on commentary. The videos were cool. The only thing that was weird is they did top right, bottom left tags. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why they do this shit. But yeah, what a... Dude, even how the match starts, James Storm and Chris Sabin go through a crazy sequence at the start, just like going back and forth, stalemate, and the crowd's losing it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, Chris Sabin's like one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The crowd is
incredible,
biting on fucking everything. There's TNA chants all up in this
early.
This is the real man.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
I'm watching this. I have so many feelings. There's so many things that I want to say and have to say, but like I'm just like so caught up in this match. You know, it's like.
Sure.
Fuck yeah! Like there's so much to be said about Shelly, Sabin, fucking Storm, and Rude.
Shelly.
I have so many things to say about that, but like, it don't matter.
Great.
The match is fucking just fantastic. Yeah, I mean, if they, like I said, if I would have even given them even more fucking time.
Why not?
Fucking put it in the main. Fuck it, man. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of shit this was.
Well, we need this ladder match, dude. I got to bang over on.
This was awesome. Yeah.
It was.
Shelly goes for a double stomp here. Gets caught in the DWI, which is the powerbomb neck breaker for the 3.
What a great move.
Yeah, it is cool as fuck, and he fucking killed him with it too.
Yeah.
Beer Money it's so crazy because the dynamic, Beer Money's the heels, but they have so much respect for these 2 teams that have been killing it. So like they're booing them, but they're also cheering them. So
yeah, sure. They want to be a part of it, but they also know these guys are sweet.
Yeah, Beer Money gets the first fall here. The crowd is so behind Motor City at this point, it's unfucking real.
Yeah, they do. Beer Money has more tag moves than I've realized. I don't know if it's just they had to pull out more because they knew Motor City would eat them alive if they didn't, or what, but they did a ton of cool shit.
No, this is the tag team wrestling that I always thought was super cool when the dudes have a bunch of moves together and they're able to hit them seamlessly without it seeming and wasting a bunch of time. Like, seeming like, you know, they're like trying to figure it out or something. Like, no, they know exactly what they're doing. They're wasting no time getting to it. And it's a part of their game plan. Like, TNA really did put on tag team wrestling a lot, like, for a long time. So.
And both of these teams knew exactly who they were. It wasn't hard to digest. Like, okay, these are the dickheads. These are the fucking baby faces that do cool shit. And this is the drunk guy, and that's a cowboy, and this is a muddy guy. Like, it's awesome. Like super. They totally were tapped into who they were, and it made for an even better match because of it.
Yeah, so Motor City hits Skull and Bones for the second fall pretty quickly here, which, you know, that's probably the right call because the crowd wanted to they were biting on the third fall. They already knew this was going to go 1-1.
You know it's going to, right, why waste time?
So they got the second fall done pretty quickly, and we're going straight to the third.
And what a third this is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they throw everything at the wall here. So they face each other 4 other times by this point. So at this point, they're just throwing literally everything they can at the wall. Bobby Roode does a fucking dive the outside, which is funny as hell looking.
Onto everybody. It was awesome. We come back from commercial. Bobby Roode does a lariat to Sabin that turns him inside out. I said,
The boys are going nuts, man. The crowd is so electric. Like, you can feel the arena like shaking at some points. It's like that. Yeah, that's how crazy it comes across. And this was a big moment, not only for, I'm sure, these guys, but for this division, and especially in this time where TNA was starting to get a lot of fucking flack and shit. Having guys that you can kind of rely on like this is, you know, always the good thing to look at.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shelly hits Warrior's Way in the corner, fucking just destroys him.
That was awesome.
Chris Sabin, huge springboard tornado DDT. That closest 3 count ever.
Springboard DDT, not like a tornado one's legit springboard DDT spikes Rude 2.9 to 9 to 9.9. That was fucking gnarly.
They hit the Magic Killer, Motor City does, but...
Oh my god, yeah! I wrote La Resistance finisher. I forgot that they did that.
Dude, it was hot. It fucking looked great.
It was!
Probably the best one I've ever seen, actually. Storm kicks out. Double R spinebuster from Rude into a catapult into a DDT.
I love that name.
They had so many fucking things. I remember with my buddy, like when we used to fuck around and wrestle with each other on the mats and shit, we used to always do the catapult because of this shit. Like the catapult into another move was dope. Yeah, we used to do catapult into super kick. I always thought that shit was cool.
What a great idea.
So Beer Money is on top here. Shelly comes back, hits sliced bread. Beer Money catches him into the assisted neckbreaker joint.
Dude, that was it's like a stunner to the throat and the pelvis.
Fucking boom. Yeah, like right. Like yeah, jettisons is straight into his shoulder. It's cool.
It's cool.
Beer Money goes for the DWI. Sabin fucking holds on, fights out. Storm accidentally kicks Rude. Motor City with the fucking double super. Skull and fucking bones. Kick out. The crowd is going crazy.
Dude, I was losing my mind. I was like, I swore that was it. I was like, holy fuck. And then they go right for it again. Shelly loads up on the top rope. They set up for the fucking Skull and Bones again. Skull and Bones, by the way, is a neckbreaker splash combo. So Shelly jumps off the top, splash, and Sabin is a neckbreaker at the same time. Very cool move. Super simple. But crowd was super into it. It's a believable finish. And they just load up for it again. Shelly's up there. Crowd's fucking fired up. Shelly's fired up. They hit it. 1, 2, 3. They win. It was awesome.
It was so good. Pyro's fucking going off, man. The place is
Pyro
going
was sick.
Place is going fucking nuts. TNA chants all over the place. TNA! TNA! This is not real! Yeah. That's the real, man. Pyro's going off crazy. I'm fucking freaking out, man. What a fucking fantastic moment.
Great match. Please watch this match.
For the best ever, man.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. That was so fun.
Yeah, dude. I mean, genuinely, they should be like, I don't know. Like I said, I got a lot of feelings about all 4 of these dudes and like these 2 tag teams and a bunch of shit like that. But like, whatever they end up getting when they all retire is not as much as they should have gotten.
No.
Yeah, no fucking way.
Bar none.
Oh yeah, Meltzer gave that 4.5.
Yeah, man.
It's got a 9.19 on Gauge Match.
Unbelievable fucking match.
Yeah,
like
it is awesome.
These guys they had it all, man. Like this was it, baby. You know what I mean? Like that was it right there. Tag team wrestling, when you got the guys that are there, because here's the deal, man. A lot of guys look at tag team wrestling as like a waste of time. Like a lot of guys look at it as like yeah, I mean, you know how
an
it is.
Easy night.
It's it's like, oh fuck, you want to put me in a fucking tag team?
It might be just like
it
might just be like a WWE thing, you know, because there was like so many useless tag matches in WWE for a while.
A lot of guys in the indies look at it like that, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of guys in the indies look at it like, oh, you're putting me in a fucking tag team match. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
well, everybody wants,
because they all want to be, you know, top guy, main event,
yeah, main event, world champion. Yeah, but
tag team is
tag
like,
titles are world titles. It's just the same thing.
Yeah, tag team wrestling is legit like some of the coolest shit ever. If you have teams that are dedicated to putting on some good shit, like you can really do some really special stuff. Stuff like you would see in Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Go to Deadlock Pro Wrestling.
Tag festival. We did a whole festival of tag teams. I like that shit.
That's the real, man.
Come on now. Keep it up. Hell yeah, man. But what a
don't ever
goddamn
forget
match
Beer
this was,
Money
man.
and Motor City Machine Guns, man. TNA will. If you remember TNA, you should remember those teams, man. For real.
Oh, that was something I forgot to bring about the Fight Forever thing, Tony. You just reminded me that the intro to Fight Forever is the same verbiage as the intro to the TNA Impact game, which is awesome. I didn't know that. Yeah, somebody posted on Twitter. I think Tomble, on Twitter.
That's really cool. That's awesome.
But yeah, same verbiage. I was like, oh wow, what a fucking cool nod to
awesome,
to that.
Man.
That's pretty sweet.
Cool.
And it wasn't even made by the same it was a midway game. Yeah. You know, so I was like, oh wow,
that's awesome. Cool.
So now it's time for the main event. Abyss versus Rob Van Dam.
God.
World Heavyweight title match. Stairway to Janice match.
Special guest ref, Eric Bischoff.
But why?
That's crazy.
But why?
There had to have been a reason. There must have been an angle or a promo that they just, for some reason on this 2-hour show, would not tell us about.
Even then, though, he has no play in this match at all.
Does nothing.
He doesn't do anything in this match.
I guess maybe that's what it was. The idea was that he's the special guest ref, so like you should expect something, and then the swerve is that he does nothing.
What a
he's
swerve!
The red herring.
What a fucking swerve!
He's the red herring. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
So you thought that like, oh, okay, so Abyss already is going to turn or do something with Eric Bischoff, but in the end, he was just there to make you think that, and then the match goes. So
we're steps ahead of you, brother.
It's just interesting.
It's that television writing from Eric Bischoff and Hervey Bischoff TV writing, brother.
Hervey, your name is Hervey.
Jason
By the
Hervey
way,
from
Rob
the
Van Dam. By the way, Rob Van Dam has the old TNA Eagle belt.
I like this belt.
I love this fucking belt.
Yeah, this
is that shit, bro. Like legit, the new IWGP joint took shit from this belt.
Really?
Side plates, fucking they took look at the side plates.
Catch that. Okay.
Yeah. Look at the dual plating and the way that it's played out. It's legit very similar.
Anyway, Rob Van Dam, the whole effing show. Van Daminator, Van Terminator, Van Cushionator, Van Assassinator.
Yeah, let's go.
That's where it ends, and then it restarts.
Yeah.
So as the entrances are all happening here, Abyss is setting up the ladder in the ring.
This is funny as fuck.
Because Abyss wants to get Janice before the match even starts. And Rob Van Dam, his music hits, and his fucking the crowd is singing along. Rob Van Dam comes in and then kicks the fucking ladder, and Abyss eats shit in the ring.
Dude, RVD gets on the stage, his pyro's going off, and they don't show the shot of Abyss. Like, they show him setting it up, but they don't show him climbing. So all you see is the pyro going off, and then RVD frantically running down to the ring. Yeah. He gets in the ring, and as James said, he just annihilates the ladder and kills Abyss.
Oh, by the way, Stairway to Janice, you don't win by getting the Janice. You just get it, and you can use it. But
you can get it, and then anyone can use it.
Yeah, that was how they did, like, Stairway to Hell in ECW there was, like, a barbed wire thing hanging up there, and you just climb up and get it, and you could use it. That's just, it doesn't make sense, but yeah, that's just what it was. It's just kind of like on a pole match with a ladder.
Right.
So RVD, by the way, is like 39 or 40 years old here, and he looks fucking great.
He does look great, and he's off of Just Wrestling Sabu at Hardcore Justice. Was that our first SGH?
Yeah, I think
with
so.
Tracy Smothers on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
wow.
SGH is a series we do on Patreon, patreon.com/deadlockpw. It's a long form thing we do every month, and the first one we ever did, we watched TNA Hardcore Justice. So you can go on there right now, subscribe to our Patreon, and watch that along with us, and have a great old time there.
I remember at the time being like a huge Rob Van Dam guy. Like, yeah. But I also remember at the time being like, what the fuck is going on in this company? Like, why would they...
Because he comes in right away off WWE.
He's the hottest free agent in the world.
He beats AJ for the belt, right?
And they put the fucking title on him, yep.
Yeah, beat AJ for the belt off the rip. It was like, oh, that's... It made me dislike RVD. It wasn't his fault, but it was like,
I really...
fuck.
But like, fuck, yeah, it did... Because RVD's sweet, but it's like, fuck this guy, man. AJ Styles is the guy. What are you doing?
Yeah, come on, man. Beat Sting.
RVD versus Desmond Wolfe happened. We have to watch that.
Yeah, I wonder who wins that one.
We'll do a poll and we'll see who wins. And somehow it's always Rob Van Dam that is a winner, right, boys?
Jeff Hardy wins, yeah.
So RVD's out here. Terry Taylor and Dixie Carter are watching this match from the crowd.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because this is a very scary match, Tony, and Dixie is horrified to watch this. I don't know, the Terry Taylor part.
Was Abyss trying to, like, beat up Dixie Carter or something at one point?
Yes, Abyss is very upset with TNA president Dixie Carter.
Yeah,
because she keeps saying to subscribe to her Twitter instead of subscribe to the TNA one.
They should follow my Twitter.
Follow TNA Dixie for all your TNA updates. Well, what about the Impact Wrestling one? Fuck you. Fuck
that. Yeah, fuck that. There's wrestlers tweeting on the TNA one. Yeah, fuck that. Follow TNA Dixie. It's all right. But yeah, so this was like leading up to the they thing. So Abyss was paranoid and talking about they are coming, and Dixie Carter was a part of that.
Oh, okay.
10.
Which we reviewed the 10-10-10 shit as well, I believe.
Yes.
So RVD lights up Abyss early with the ladder, some of his signature shit. Obviously, he doesn't want to take Abyss like super head on, so he's going to try to use the ladder.
He does the Rolling Thunder onto the ladder, and Abyss moves. I was like, oh, that must
not hurt a lot, because RVD does like every ladder match he's ever in, so it must not
probably does hurt like shit. It's just his signature spot.
Yeah, he's probably just he's like, oh, well, we got to do this, bro.
Yeah, they expect it, dude. So, RVD goes for a monkey flip in the corner. Abyss catches him, power bombs him out of the spot.
That was cool.
Underrated spot. This doesn't happen as much as you would imagine with RVD.
Yeah, you're right.
Abyss and RVD then fight on top of the fucking ladder. Abyss grabs him and choke slams him off the ladder, bro.
He chokeslams him off the ladder and then loses his balance and falls off the ladder.
It's crazy.
It was a cool shot, though. But it made it look super dangerous. Then Abyss goes outside of the ring and gets a bag, which I was like, oh, it's a bag of tacks. That's pretty sweet. So he pours out tacks, and then somehow it was a half and half of tacks and then glass. I was like, oh, that's shit, awesome. What the fuck?
That's the daily double bag, dude. He had finisher when he grabbed it.
Oh, the special grab bag. Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
lights out match.
Abyss puts RVD on the top. RVD then does a sunset flip powerbomb to Abyss, and he lands on the spreaded out glass and tacks all over the fucking ground. What a cool spot.
That was awesome.
I thought RVD fucking broke his fucking leg on those.
He was definitely like, I feel like he definitely could have hurt himself trying to avoid falling into that shit. He was probably better off falling into it than what he was doing.
His leg like buckled underneath him. I said, well, okay.
That's how Seth got hurt, right? I think Seth's shit blew out.
Yeah, because I mean, you're just fucking jumping off the top rope and it's landing on both your fucking feet.
It's fucked up. Upside down.
For a spot that like most of the time the crowd does not care about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's such like a whatever spot most of the time.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So they're both up. Abyss Big Boots RVD then gets the barbed wire board.
Oh my.
Abyss then of course runs straight into the barbed wire board face first.
And he gets stuck to it. So much so that when he moves from the corner, the board goes with him, and then RVD does a fucking springboard kick into it, which was awesome.
Springboard kick, fucking rolling thunder on top of the barbed wire board.
Yes, that was so sick.
This is so sick. RVD climbs the ladder. He has his hand on Janice, but RVD gets knocked down by Abyss, and RVD eats shit on an ultra level.
Dude, you thought the fucking sunset landing was bad. RVD gets pushed off this ladder, lands both feet on the top rope, goes, whoa, and then falls off and hits his head on a ladder that was propped up between the guardrail and the apron.
Bro.
And dies.
Dude, Mike Tenay is like instantly scared. Like RVD leg bounces off the rope and he comes down on the ladder. Mike Tenay, oh my God. It shows a replay like 5 times, and Mike Tenay says it every time. Oh my God.
Taz wasn't watching.
Taz said, why do I say let's pigeons loose all the time? So I having like
a say that? What do I say?
He's on the wrestler figure boards trying to figure out what the pigeons loose mean.
Yeah, like, guys, why do I say this? So Abyss then takes down Janice. Yes. Abyss then goes to use Janice on RVD in the corner. He swings. He swings big style. Oh, he fucking overhead swings big style. It gets stuck in the turnbuckle pad as RVD moves out of the way.
This is real horror movie
stuff. You have to remember here that Abyss at this point, like, there's the meter of how stupid Abyss gets over time. You have to imagine at this point that Abyss has gone fucking just completely stupid. Like, he is just like 100% stupid. So he fucking puts the thing in the turnbuckle pad. Instead of just going, fuck it, I'll just turn around and get Rob Van Dam. He fucking sits there and just keeps trying to rip the fucking thing out of the turnbuckle pad. RVD
he can't do it. And he already has enough time to get up, go out of the ring, get a chair, come back
Abyss hasn't even turned around. He hasn't turned around.
Not even a thought in his head of turning around. And he gets hit in the back with a chair. And then Van Daminator.
Van Dam then sets up the barbed wire board on top of Abyss, grabs the chair, looks to the crowd.
He's in the corner now, right?
Well, he sets him up with the corner of the barbed wire board, but he puts it on top of him. Grabs the chair, goes to the top, hits the fucking Van Terminator from hell on this fucking dude.
Dude, that was
sound
so cool.
that it makes when he hits him with the fucking chair on the board is the loudest noise I've ever heard in my life.
It's legit a fucking shotgun blast sound. It's awesome. And Mike Tenay calls it a Van Daminator.
No!
Come on, Tenay. That's the Van Assassinator.
Yeah, he did the crushing it earlier. Dixie Carter, by the way, after this gunshot fucking Van Terminator, is just ringside.
Yeah.
Yeah, stone face.
Her and Terry Taylor loved it. Yeah, this is great. Yeah.
Hell yeah, good spot.
I think of that gif of The Rock clapping. Remember that gif? That's what I think of.
Yeah, dude, it was exactly that. Rolling the eyes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Van Dam then goes and hits the 5-star frog splash, and Eric Bischoff just counts to 3.
Normal count to 3, and then that's it. RVD wins. The title wasn't on the line, but he celebrates with the belt nonetheless.
He celebrates with the belt, and then Hulk Hogan's music hits.
Dude, this is so fucked up. Hulk goes up.
A reminder that Rob Van Dam just retained the World Heavyweight Championship in the Stairway to Janice
match where he could have died.
Hogan comes out with all the pyro.
I feel like it wasn't even seconds after RVD won. It's like 1, 2, 3.
And so They fucking
The goated song, I told you.
They showed Taz and Tenay at commentary, and the camera swings around as Hogan's music fucking hits. And there's I got a screenshot to go back. Tenay fucking says, "Oh, well, I guess we got this special surprise now." And he turns back to look at Taz, and he's got the most Tenay face on ever with the lips.
With the lips is spot on.
How's your lips?
And the back is a picture of Mike Tenay.
That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, RVD is on top of a ladder celebrating. And then Hogan comes out and does RVD's taunt.
And he's like pointing at him. He's like, yeah, that's my guy.
This is the dude right here, brother. NWO point. Yeah, holy shit.
Dude, this is unfucking believable. They give Hogan the world champion pyro as RVD is celebrating in the ring after he just fucking died in a match with fucking Abyss. Gunshot Van Terminator across the ring. Here's Hogan, everybody.
This is a good taunt, brother. Look at this, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty good, dude. What if I started doing it, dude?
Hulk Hogan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that works, dude. He's those doing. Woodmaster, right? Like, what's he doing, dude?
Body slam. Leg drop.
Hulk Hogan.
Van Woodmaster.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Then we get a 15-minute Motor City Machine Guns segment for some reason. I didn't know if this show was still going on.
Yeah, so when I sent you this, I'm like, oh, you guys got to watch Reaction because the Hogan thing's on Reaction. Because I thought Hogan comes out, and I was like, oh, okay, so they're leading into Reaction with the Motor City Machine Guns. But that wasn't Reaction. That was the main TNA show.
No.
I thought it was Reaction because you said it was. I was like, oh, 15-minute fucking Motor City fucking thing. I'm not watching this.
That's my Deadlock plus 10. I'm like,
this was, yeah.
But there was more.
Yeah, it was the actual fucking show. So Hulk Hogan comes into the ring and he starts fucking sucking RVD's cock and balls beast style. I ain't never seen someone sucking a dick this crazy.
This is the ball licker of the year in 2010. So here's what Hogan says. Here's what Hogan says. I think everybody in TNA world, that's his WWE universe. I think everybody in TNA world
Galaxy?
knows why this guy's our leader. No, not Galaxy. When was TNA Galaxy?
It was Galaxy. It was Impact Galaxy.
I remember
Maybe
that.
It was Impact Galaxy.
Yeah. Well, you know, RVD, I've been around the block a couple times, brother. I've wrestled them big and small. I've never seen an athlete. I've never seen a champion. You're the hood ornament of TNA.
I've never seen an athlete. I've never seen a champion. Hulk Hogan.
Brother Jack, dude. And you're taking the company all the way to the top. When I saw our champ in the ring with Sabu, oh brother, I saw it. I had goosebumps head to toe, brother. When I saw him in the ring with Sabu, that he does the Sabu taunt. Who I consider the most dangerous man in this business. And I saw our champ step up and take over that situation. It made me realize, brother, you got all the bases covered here in TNA, and that's why this company is #1 in the wrestling business today. That fires RVD up so much that he runs to the buckle and poses.
That's the real man. He's making good money. He came in, beat everybody in the roster.
Yeah, Hogan puts him over.
Every top TNA guy he's run through in like 4 weeks. He beat Sting, AJ Styles, Abyss. You got anybody else he can beat?
Jeff Hardy's coming, I promise you. Well, Hardcore Justice made the whole TNA world raise the bar, brother. A lot of your friends were in there, brother. and I have to thank Dixie Carter for taking me somewhere I've never been before. Your friends, not ours. When I saw RVD in the ring with all those great athletes of EV2, brother.
Tracy Smothers was there. That's true.
He was there. That's true.
The dick ride is unbelievable at this point, man. Like someone's really got to dial it back a few.
Galactical dick riding. Well, when I saw the Dreamer turning on, the Dreamer. When I saw Rhino gore the whole world, brother. When I saw Sabu do his thing. When I saw the whole Motley Crew teach me what hardcore was all about. My respect level went all the way through the rough as far as Hardcore Justice went. Well, they gave us a shot in the arm, brother, and an adrenaline rush that TNA needed to take us to another level. Then the crowd starts chanting, "We want Sabu," and Hogan won't stop or sell for it and keeps talking over it. Well, with all that being said, champ, Dixie Carter, our beautiful #1 lady of TNA, invited your friends here tonight. And they
your
sat
friends?
In the back.
Not mine.
I hate them. No, I hate them, dude.
Sabu!
Brother, Jack, dude. Yeah, that's a good taunt, dude. So I'd like to bow down and give this ring to EV2 and get all your friends out here with you, brother.
EV Dub, EV Dub, EV Dub.
Oh yeah, and for those that we haven't explained that to, the ECW group in TNA was called EV2 because they wanted people to chant EV Dub because it sounded like EC Dub.
Yeah, EV Dub versus RA Dub. Choose a side. Cross the line. RA Dub. EV Dub.
This is Extreme version 2.0, brother.
Of course. Well, here comes EV2, which is the Dreamer, Stevie Richards, Tony Luke, which is Tony Mama.
Tony Luke and Sabu.
Sabu bald. Foley, the Dudleys, Rhino, Guido, and Sabu and Fonzie. And Hogan says, when they all get in a ring, Hogan says, you know, when I came to TNA, brother, I was looking for that higher ground. I told Dixie Carter we can go somewhere where even Hulk Hogan's not even been before, dude. And EV2, with Tommy Dreamer and his band of misfits, took us to that place we need to function all the time. I bow down to EV2 and give you guys my ring with nothing but respect for each and every one of you, brother. I was like, this is insane. He doesn't mean any of this. He is lying.
No, he's like a Hall of Fame liar. This is awesome.
No, he's out here so he can take credit for all the ECW. He took credit for everything they did in ECW.
Well, that's your friends,
he gave him the bump. He actually gave ECW the rub they've been needing for 20 years.
They're going to take him to that next level, brother.
I wish I worked in ECW, dude. I would have been right up there with the Sandman. We could have had a hot angle with NWO and Raven's Flock. Fucking hell, man. So then we get Dreamer on the mic here. And Dreamer is in a suit. He has a shiner. He must have got fucked up. Was that the match with Raven he got fucked up in?
Sure.
I think it was
Maybe,
at Hardcore Justice.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, Dreamer just says, you know, we raised the bar tonight. Beer money, machine. He actually puts over the other people on the show, which was nice. Beer money, machine guns, RVD Abyss. He showed what we proved on Sunday because with the bar has been raised even more. And then he thanks Dixie, and that is where there's a thank you, Dixie chant.
As it should be. I didn't want to forget that one.
Thank you, Dixie.
And then Dreamer says, thank you so much. And then the lights go out. And everyone's like excited. Tanae says, oh, we've seen this before. I knew he was missing. I was like, who the fuck are they talking about? I didn't even make the connection.
Sabu's already in the ring, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, right. I was like, the Sandman? I didn't even know that connection until they said it. Well, the lights come back on, and Mick Foley is laid out on the canvas. And behind him are all of the members of Fortune with broomsticks.
They found those in the back of Universal.
Yeah, they just needed some random shit. And they start jumping all the EV2 people. And Taz says, that's not the Sandman, brother. That's Fortune. Oh, shit. They beep it. EV2, who are supposed to be the big faces that Hogan just put over huge, are getting stomped out by all the members of Fortune, which is what, like AJ Kazarian, I think, is in this. Beer Money. Doug Williams, I think, is in this.
Yeah, he's there. He's there, though, yeah.
He just joined in. They didn't care.
Yeah. So they're whooping their ass. And all the while, the crowd is all on their feet chanting TNA. They're chanting TNA. Raven's getting annihilated by a beer bottle. TNA. TNA. Then the Sandman comes in through the crowd. And boy, oh boy, does he take his fucking time, dude. He fucking walks down through the crowd, goes over the rail. He doesn't get in to help. He turns his back to the ring to go on the stairs and do his taunt, and then he gets annihilated by Doug Williams. Just fucking kills him. I said, what the fuck is going on here? Why is any of this happening? This is a brutal beatdown. The crowd's cheering for it. What is going on? Then Abyss comes down from the back. RVD is in the ring fighting. He drags RVD out of the ring, and then they start fighting on the floor, just going back and forth. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Continuing to fuck these dudes up. The crowd then starts chanting, "This is awesome!"
These guys are bleeding. They're fucking like dying this bitch. Yeah, like this is crazy.
Like, and then one of the funniest fucking parts is they're showing like camera shots of random people in EV2 that are bleeding and dead, and then they just show Devon laying on the floor bleeding out. I said,
yeah, they do that.
Devon even
There's blood everywhere.
Dude, yeah, he's in a pool of blood. They just show him randomly.
Devon has such like an iconic sell whenever he's bleeding. Like he looks really fucked up, man.
Convulsing. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Ric Flair comes down to the ring with a big smile on his face, and then we go to the back. And
This is the most iconic TNA thing of all time.
So many people know of this and don't know any of the story around it or why it happened or when. They definitely didn't know it happened on the whole effing show.
No way.
Yeah, dude, no one knew that this happened on the All Effing show. Rob Van Dam died.
They go to the back, and it's a shot of RVD laying on the floor with... And this is an AEW Fight Forever amount of blood on RVD. He is covered head to toe in blood. It's almost like the Brood came in and bloodbathed him. He is soaked in blood, in his gear, laid out in the back, on the floor dead. And above him is Abyss holding Janice, which is also covered in blood. And Abyss raises it up and he goes...
Singlet torn to shreds, by the way. Fucking like one little fucking cutaway from being butt ass naked in the back. Bloody as shit, torn to ass. Abyss killed Rob Van Dam. As far as anyone knows at the end of the show, Rob Van Dam has died.
Yes, he's fucking dead, annihilated by a 2x4 with nails by Abyss. So we cut back to the fucking arena. Flair is flipping out near the guardrail, pointing at Dixie and says, "This is your fault. This is, lady, you brought this on yourself." Security's trying to make the save in the ring, but they're getting fucked up too. They show shots of everyone bleeding, and then it cuts to black and the TNA logo, and all you hear in the back is, "Woo!" Just Ric Flair yelling, and that was the end of the show. RVD died on his own show.
The whole effing show.
Vandetta-nator.
Goodness gracious.
The only thing they showed on reaction was shots of like kind of the smoke clearing after the brawl, like Fortune kind of just fucking walking around and everyone's dead. Tenay with the most, like maybe the most monotone I've ever heard Mike Tenay dub the voice, saying that like RVD's injuries are serious and he hopes they can get an update at the end of the hour. They show RVD being stretchered out and Simon Diamond on the phone yelling, Sonya and Simon Diamond, we're taking him to the hospital now," which is RVD's wife.
That's so fucking crazy.
Sonya.
And Mike Tenay here implies that "they are coming" was answered tonight, that it was Fortune and Abyss. But obviously that is not what happens there. That is not what it was. So let me see. I have a thing here from the Observer about RVD. Apparently, so this is so RVD gets killed, and then they just take the title off of him. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he loses it.
No,
right?
they vacate it. Yeah, they vacate the belt after this. I think.
Dies. Yeah. Well, apparently the reason RVD lost the title is because he signed a contract with a specific number of dates for the year, and they're already running low on the number, even though we're only in August, due to booking him on so many house shows. He could have dropped the title in the ring and taken time off, but to kick the angle off and build something for his return, they decided to do it this way and do a world title tournament. So they are. When does RVD sign? It had to have been fucking.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like okay, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. March 8th. He made his debut in TNA. So March to August, they already had booked him too many times that his contract said, "Whoa, no."
He won the belt a month later, right? In April, he won the belt. So
I think so. Yeah.
So March, April, and then he faked.
So they had to kill him to get the belt.
It's fucking so crazy, man. Wow.
It's awesome. Yeah. What a show, though, man. I mean, the Motor City tag match is an all-timer. The ending segment,
it's probably one of the best episodes of TNA ever.
It's fucking crazy, which is crazy to say with how few segments there were.
Yeah,
it was just wrestling, and they were so scared to do this often. Yeah, where like they would just let the guys wrestle.
Yeah,
no, they do the exact opposite. It'd be all segments, no wrestling.
The ending of the show was legit unbelievable. It needs to be it needs to be seen to be
well.
believed.
Those EV2 guys are going to take them to the next level, brother.
they shot us in the arm with the adrenaline that we needed, brother.
Fuck you.
I'm going to go shoot my arm in the back as well, brother. But yeah, that was the whole effing show.